going to paint a picture that might resonate with you. You've been eating so well. You've taken processed foods out of your diet. You've even found things that work for you and don't. You're exercising almost 3 times a week. You're sleeping like a teenager going through a growth spurt. You're drinking a gallon of water a day. You're getting sunlight in your eyes and you're grounding on the grass outside. It may seem dramatic, but you're trying all the things and yet it's still not working. You look in the mirror and you feel like you just are disgusted by yourself. You have extra weight around your stomach. You have skin problems out the wazoo. You have depression and you're so tired and you just don't have energy for any of the people you love in your life. And you look at Instagram and you're like, wait, why is everybody seemingly glowing up and I'm just sitting here like a potato on the couch? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I'm doing everything I possibly can. What more can I do? Why me? That's why in this video, I'm going to break down some of the signs of a leaky gut so that you can start to determine if you have one or not. What does it mean to have a leaky gut? Now, I'm no doctor, but from what I've read and gathered on my own journey, it's where your gut becomes permeable. Now, what in the world does permeable even mean? It basically means that you've got tiny little holes in your gut lining. This makes things like food leak through the tight junctions of your gut lining and into your bloodstream. You may know that this is not a good thing. Your gut lining is there to protect you from invaders of the outside world, including food. Our gut lining is there to protect the inside of our bodies from what's going on the outside. Our gut lining is also there to extract all the vitamins and nutrients we need to have a healthy and happy life. Think of it like having your car windshield. So you're taking a drive and then you find yourself in a rainstorm, but your car windshield has all these little tiny holes from all the rocks that have been hitting your windshield that you never got fixed. And all this rain is kind of coming through the windshield and it can cause a large amount of problems that can range from being small as an issue, aka like being tired all the time, all the way down to your car not functioning properly, aka disease in the body. And we're in a world where we need the car to work well because we got things to do. So let's jump in helping you determine if you have a leaky gut or if you're one of the lucky ones that I consider to have a superhero gut. As a disclaimer, I'm not a physician or a dietitian or a nutritionist. I'm just somebody who has had so many things go on with her health, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix my own gut and help other people do the same. The first sign of a leaky gut almost feels like a no-brainer, but it needs to be said. It's gastrointestinal issues. This is things like where you can't go to the bathroom or you're going too much or you have gas bubbles all over your body. Sometimes they even land behind your chest wall. Or you've got bloating or cramping or any sort of pain inside your abdomen. The second sign of a leaky gut is joint pain. And I know this may sound like an odd one, but it is wild to think about that food particles can leak through your gut lining and cause joint pain. Now, I've seen this so many times in my own life. Even now, when I go off my diet and I have something that I'm not used to eating and my gut is still not healed, I get joint pain 3 days later or even 2 hours later after I have a meal that I'm not used to having anymore. The third sign of a leaky gut is that you have skin issues out the wazoo. For me in my own life, this included eczema, rosacea, itchiness, acne, and you name it. These skin issues are just to name a few. They are not an exhaustive list at all. This is actually just what I've dealt with personally. The fourth sign of a leaky gut is that you have several food intolerances. Now, what is a food intolerance? It's where your body doesn't agree with a certain food that you're eating. You may not even know that you have one. Having a food intolerance just means that that certain food is leaking out of your gut into your bloodstream, and your body's immune system is trying to attack it to protect it from invaders. And it thinks that the food is an invader. Now, how do you know if you have food intolerances? You can go get a test done, or you can just kind of examine yourself. How do you feel after eating a certain meal? Or for me, if I eat something that I know that I have an intolerance to, I get skin issues like crazy. And you see how it all circles around and is connected. The fifth sign of a leaky gut is that you've got some things going on with your mind that are less than ideal. What I've experienced is depression and anxiety, and it's all connected to how I'm eating and how I'm treating my gut. The sixth sign of having a leaky gut is hormonal imbalances. Now, I am no expert on hormones at all, but there have been a few things in my own life that I've seen that have been caused by my leaky gut. So, for one, it's a painful period. I used to have the worst pain you could imagine during my periods, and I knew that when it rolled around, I was going to be in pain from days 1 to 3, and that was due to my leaky gut. I also had PMS, so it was very irritable, angry, just didn't want to be around people at all, especially the week leading up to my period. The seventh and final sign that you've got a leaky gut is that you deal with chronic fatigue. So you've got no energy for anything. You have a million things on your to-do list, and yet you can't bring yourself to do even 3 of those things in a day. You always feel like you need to lie down for a nap, and you're always daydreaming of the next time you're going to be able to sleep. You go to bed tired, you wake up tired, you're in the middle of the day tired. I know exactly what this feels like, but it can get better. So just to recap, some of the signs of a leaky gut can be gastrointestinal issues, joint pain, skin problems, food intolerances, depression and anxiety, hormonal imbalances, and chronic fatigue. Now, this sounds like a crazy list of things going on. And to you, it may just sound like being a human. And I understand that. This day and age, so many of us have a leaky gut, including myself. There is hope for you. I know how gut health can feel daunting and confusing, but there really is hope. Stick around, hang out with me to see what I'm doing to heal my gut. Have a beautiful day and make it what you want.